Yes, we are ready. Welcome, viewers. You are now in tune to the official Tri-State AfroBeats Unscripted talk show. If you're watching this episode, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel below. And you can follow us at AfroBeats Unscripted on TikTok and Instagram, as well as our personal accounts. So today you're with Young Poku,
Auntie Eugenia,
Connell, Thompson.
New Mahogany.
Yes, we are in it to win it without Andrew. Without Andrew today, unfortunately. But if you're looking for an amazing African restaurant to attend to in New Jersey and in the tri-state area, visit Legit African Touch, an amazing restaurant that provides you with African cuisines, West African food, preferably Ghanaian or Nigerian, Mama's Secret, only African continental dishes at 52 Ferry Street, South River, New Jersey. So yes, today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest. Today we have just someone that is bringing energy to the tri-state, bringing energy to New York City. The silky tones, the soulful chops, and high energy performance has made him a staple in the New York music scene and quite recently all over the nation and in various parts of Africa and in AfroBeats. Connell Thompson, welcome to AfroBeats Unscripted.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Yes. So as we get into the journey and career of Connell Thompson, let the viewers know, who is Connell Thompson?
Yeah.
Hey.
Who is Connell?
Well, I'm just a kid from the sticks of New Hampshire, born in California but raised in New Hampshire. And then I moved to New York for college and been there for my whole adult life. I play saxophone. I like long walks on the beach and great music and great food. So.
Yeah. So what you been up to? Like, what's how's everything been going with you?
It's been great. I mean, it's been a wild year. Lots of playing and being blessed and fortunate enough to tour with the Kingsmen and with some other huge artists that we all know and love.
Yeah.
And then in my free time, being home, chilling out, relaxing with my beautiful girlfriend. We just took in a foster dog and becoming trying to become a dog daddy. So I'm working on it.
Okay. So because I know our viewers are wondering, what is your true ethnicity?
I'm a little mix of several different ethnicities. I've got some Russian, some German, some Russian Jewish and German Jewish, and some Italian and some Irish. And then it seems like an English last name. Nobody's saying part, but it's an English last name.
Okay, so that leads me to ask, why Afrobeats? What made you choose our genre and want to stick with it?
Yeah, out of all of them that you could have chosen, why Afrobeats?
Why not Russian?
We're not coming at you, but yeah.
Well, surprisingly, I've done a lot of different genres in my life. I'm a little bit older than hopefully I look. Maybe I don't. But I've traveled through studying jazz music in school, doing ska music before that. I went into Balkan music and ended up doing some traveling and some studying in Istanbul and Bulgaria and everything. But then, so I've been around several different types of music and love all of them, but Afrobeats just has grabbed me and taken my heart. Yeah, it really does.
That's what really was calling your name.
Yeah. When I was playing in the subways, a lot of R&B, soul kind of music.
Yeah.
Rihanna, SZA, Ella Mai. I got asked to do this wedding for a Nigerian bride and a Cameroonian groom.
And
that was
the start of Connell Thompson.
Yeah, and that's when I believe I first saw Connell on Instagram before TikTok was TikToking. You were trending on Instagram, doing it, content creating, doing your thing, and still doing your thing.
Yeah. That was really, I should say the moment, that was the wedding is when I fell in love with the music. And then when I started looking on Instagram and then asking and reaching out to the dancers like Sarah Chips Nigerian John.
We have some
Kinky
clips
Curly.
with her as well.
Yeah, when I reached out and just the way they were so down to like create together and make space and create art together, and how fast they create and how, you know, off the cuff they can just come up with these incredible choreography.
As well as some of the dancers in Ghana too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen
yeah.
some
Even in
videos.
Nigeria
In
too.
Nigeria?
Too.
Oh wow! So
Yeah.
you're just
So-
everywhere, just
Traveling.
being everywhere
You're
right now.
everywhere.
We love it. We
love
love
that.
it.
Right.
We love it.
So do you like performing with the dancers or the artists?
It's two different things. I love
Yeah.
both of them. I really love the dancers and appreciate the dancers because that's like kind of where I started.
Yeah.
And they gave me the first chance, really.
Yeah.
I love that.
They took the risk on me, like, okay, we'll invite this guy, this saxophonist into our space and create together. And that, like, you know, is partly why I went viral. And then, of course, playing with the artists is just the dream that I never even thought would come true, and it's come true. Being able to play with the people whose songs I've heard and I'm loving, and to play in these bands with the Kingsmen, my friends that like I've always wanted to play with, and now being able to.
So tell our viewers a couple of artists that you have gotten the opportunity to perform with.
That's actually on here as well. Like you performed with Stonebwoy, right? Ashake, like all of them. Like how does that like how do you feel just playing with such artists like that as well?
It's always it's amazing. I always, when I get the call, you know, they say, "Oh, when you're gonna play with Fireboy," I was like, "What?"
Ooh.
So it's incredible. I love it. It's funny, the calls like tend to come more last minute than I would expect, and so there's like that nervous rush. But then I'm so excited once I'm in the room and playing with them. It's like it's incredible, and everybody has been super warm and welcoming, like in person. So that's nice to get to see them.
And speaking of like the Ashake one, I remember when you were actually playing with Ashake, right? Before I even realized the Kingsmen were in, so I walked into that room and all I see you and I see the members from the Kingsmen, but I didn't recognize that it was the Kingsmen. So I'm just in there casually having a conversation with all the members, and I didn't even come in there to like talk. I came in there to grab my bag and get out. But they were, you know, it was just a good experience, you know, seeing you guys just doing your thing, and as well you played with composers.
So Ashake, when I played with Ashake, was with the composers. Kingsman got to tour with them. I was unavailable at the time, and they did an amazing tour together. So that was with the composers. Meeting them, that was an incredible experience.
Because when I see you headlining with the composers, I'm just like, okay, Connell is just he's
working.
He's just traveling with all the bands at this point.
No,
like
seriously.
Well,
So recently you performed with Black Sheriff. Right? How was that experience?
Ghana's
It
finest
was-
and youngest and controversial.
Oh, controversial.
It was incredible because like I had wanted to play with him since I did, you know, a wedding, and somebody pipped me to. We were hanging out after the day after the wedding. People were like, "Yo, have you heard Black Sheriff?" And I was like, "No, who is this guy?" And hearing that trap mix with the Afro was like incredible. Second sermon,
Quick with the Traveler.
and first sermon, was like my first introductions, and I just fell in love. So to get to finally play with him and meet him was awesome. I was surprised with how tall he is.
He's tall?
He's super tall.
He's tall.
He's super tall.
Maybe for a Ghanaian, but
Nah, he's actually tall. Like what? Is he like 6'2",
He's got
6'3"?
Yeah, he's got
6'3"?
it. Yeah,
6'2", I
I'm
think.
looking at him.
6'2".
Yeah.
He's long. Look at
Long.
him. He's skinny. He's skinny and long.
all right.
You see him? Like
And just super kind.
No shade with it. No shade
Black
with
Sheriff,
it.
put on some meat, bro.
Right.
Put on some meat.
I would say I loved the professionality and like how he was. He ran his rehearsal like preparing for this show. Like we've rehearsed with different artists, and they're all great, and they all have their thing. But he came in, he trusted the band, and he was preparing for that show, like where he, as we're rehearsing, he's basically running the like moves he's gonna do, and he's facing like this mirror and checking out, like
making sure
where
he's
he's
on
gonna
point.
look and all
He's
that,
a
which I
great
think is
performer. He's
Wow.
a
Yeah.
really good
No, that's what
performer.
I'm saying. Like he's
Yeah.
an amazing performer, and like he knows how to really pull in and drag the crowd and get them hyped.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you've seen it, but recently, he was trending for all these controversial stuff like the demonic symbolism with the skulls and the screen, all that stuff. We were there. We were front row.
Yeah.
You saw me giving you eye contact when, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And that leads me
That was
to
great.
my next question.
Yeah,
So, at what point do we separate artist from art? Especially when they are trending for, things that many people may not agree with.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, so I always have looked at it as I separate the two. If it is something that I, know about and can verify, the R. Kellys of this world or whatever, like I'm going to try and not support them monetarily. Am I going to maybe stop listening to their music? No, I don't think so, because I look at examples like James Brown or whatever, who like I'm not gonna stop listening to his music. I know he's, not the best person, but the art is great. But what I would do instead is try to, not monetarily support that person if they're alive, and if there's a way to do that, right? Not go to their
I feel
concerts
like
or anything. In this case with
Black
Sheriff,
Yeah.
I can't really speak on it because I didn't actually see, for some reason, the trending
Headlines?
Headlines
or
on it.
anything. And
And
even when we were performing, we're
You were
faced this
in
way,
it,
and we were
yeah.
like, and I definitely didn't.
I don't think any of you guys
pick up
really
any kind of-
realized. Yeah. It's
I think the screen was like behind them, right? Yeah.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with Black Sheriff's personality. He's actually a great person. He actually has a very
Absolutely, yeah,
interesting
so-
way of thinking and going about things, which I find cool about him.
Yeah.
But I just feel like obviously the symbolic stuff, those demonic things caught eyes and it raised questions. And people that are religious are gonna use it, like Precious said, like art and the different types of art. Like people are gonna look at art differently.
That's true.
If you're gonna look at it from a religious standpoint, you're gonna say, okay, he's crazy, I'm gonna stop listening to him, But if you're not religious, you're gonna,
But
go
even
ahead
after
with
the artist passes, I think the art lasts forever though.
Yeah.
That's essentially their legacy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was awesome. I thought it was a killer show, and
it was.
he's a great person. So that's all I can really say about
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Can I ask you a question?
it's recently, like the Recording Academy, just the other day, had added a new category to the Grammys titled the Best African Music Performance. Do you think this is a step in the right direction in empowering the culture and taking our music genre to the next level of excellence? Or do you think, we should be having like more, more offered, like how like Latin, the Latin people,
How
they
they have
have
a
their
whole-
own Grammy Awards. Do you
Yep.
think us Africans should have our own African Grammy Awards? I think that'd be
I believe-
amazing.
That would be evolutionary.
But in terms
honestly.
of step in the right direction, definitely is a step.
It
in the
is,
right
Yeah.
yeah,
direction.
it definitely is.
What
And
do you
it's
think?
nice. I think definitely deserves its own,
Yeah.
night honoring that. I think it's nice that at least they're stepping towards that, and then it gets shine on the full-on like the main Grammy night.
Yeah.
So I like that because I know like jazz has its own Grammys, Latin
Yeah.
Grammys. They're separate things, and then it
yeah.
kind of it's beautiful that they have that, but also it's nice that there's also something on the main night that for like a unifying.
That
on
unifies
unified
Africa.
night. Yeah.
Instead of that global stuff where it's like, okay, it's questionable, is Africa included or not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But have you thought about like also recording with an artist? Because the way you were playing that saxophone, at the Black Sheriff concert, I would have thought you were on that track. You know what I mean? I think it's something you should consider. Have you?
Thanks. Yeah, it's definitely a big goal of mine.
Get on a track.
To get on a track and to put out my own original music that would bring in both friends, local New York Afrobeats artists that I know, and of course, ultimately, it would be really cool to have some of the top artists that I've been working with. and also just fuse all the different musical styles that I've been into, but heavy on the AfroBeats. And,
Yeah.
So
Because
do you play anything other than AfroBeats? Do you play anything other than AfroBeats?
I think you
Yeah.
used to.
Yeah. I used to.
AfroBeats is.
I'm a little shaky on some of my Balkan stuff, but I'm gonna try and dust it off a little
Okay.
bit. But yeah.
You need to
Balkan,
put yourself in a position to get nominated for a Grammy. I want to see in the next couple of years. I want to see Connell, Thompson on stage with the
Grammy.
rest of
Yes.
with the rest of the artists
Right.
and their camp getting a Grammy. I need to see that.
Thank you.
Amen.
Connell, yes, we need to see that. Come on.
It's coming.
So yeah, y'all heard it first. We're telling Connell to get on a track with an Afrobeat artist ASAP,
Okay.
ASAP.
It's coming.
Yeah. So, Eugenia.
Yeah.
We're,
Okay. Any performances or festivals you have coming up this summer?
Right now, I don't believe there's anything been on the books currently. I know I'll be setting up some concerts. I do this thing called Live on the Balcony, where I set up in my, we go out on my fire escape and we set up a band, on 2, 3, 4 levels and have everybody playing out to the street there. Which is always really cool and really fun. And then
Where is
also
that located?
That's in Harlem, up in
Harlem.
Yeah, around 111th and Adam Clay and Powell.
That's nice.
Wow.
So
That's nice.
keep an ear or an eye out for that. Those
Yeah.
concerts are always
Okay.
really fun.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe Afrobeats Unscripted will come out.
We can come out,
Yes.
support you and be out there as well.
Yep.
You've performed for Afro Nation, right? You've been on Afro Nation stages or not yet?
With the Kingsmen, we played at Portugal last year with
I
Wizkid.
knew about that one.
So
That's
yeah,
good.
You've seen the recent Miami one. That one seemed really good that weekend.
yeah,
It was amazing.
Were you there?
No, but I was
I won't be there.
watching it. I was watching some of the hosts that were
Yeah.
on stage doing their thing. It was amazing.
DJ
Yeah.
Prince, Young Prince, good friends.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
They're
Yeah.
incredible hosts. So.
Incredible,
Yeah.
incredible. Yeah. So thank you so much, Connell, for
Thank
coming
you.
on the show and being with us. It was a pleasure, and we can't wait to see you grow and how you continue to empower our culture and the African community as well. We love you, and
Thank you.
yes,
And we love
Thank you
your
so much.
art.
We
Thank you
love
so
your
much,
art. Oh,
Connell,
thank
for
you.
joining us. It was an amazing conversation.
Thank you.
yes.
Connell Thompson, guys.
So yes,
Thanks.
make sure, ladies and gentlemen, to like, comment, and subscribe with this show featuring Connell Thompson. It was a pleasure, and we'll see you soon on the next episode on AfroBeats Unscripted.
Bye, guys. Woot woot.